Hello and welcome to Local Exposure. I'm your host, Brandon Martin, and today we've got Neverblu, a local band, in the studios with us. I've got Don Stalling, the lead singer. Nice to see you, Don.
Good to be here.
And Larry Trull, the lead guitarist, as well, like with me here. The drummer, Justin Vitz, could not be with us because he is actually directing this show right now. So, gentlemen, how you doing today?
Pretty good.
Good. I'd like to ask you a few questions to get everything rolling. So loosen up a little bit, all right, and answer honestly.
All right.
If you can. All right, so tell me what made you want to be musicians in the first place?
Music.
Music?
Yeah, just listening to music.
So what type of music? Are there any bands that directly influence your style of play or what?
Well,
I think we all come from like different influences.
yeah.
And he's wearing a Beatles shirt, you know. I like Brand New and Senses Fail, and I like country music, and you know.
Cool, nice, nice. Like, where are you from in general?
Like, whereabouts?
Yeah, like, where did you grow up?
Commerce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Commerce. So you're a
Texas.
localite.
Yeah.
And what about you, Don?
I'm from, I guess Salina would be the best answer. Yeah.
And what about Justin, since he's not here and can't answer for himself?
He's from New York.
New York.
No, he would kill me. He's from Salina.
Nice, nice. So, like, where locally have y'all been playing? So if any of our viewers want to get out there and see you, where they...
We've been playing around Dallas a little bit, you know, some of the venues out that way, and we played in Commerce. We played at the City Froyo.
Are you planning on playing there again anytime soon?
If they'll have us.
Nice. And then tell me, like, what are you working on right now?
Right now, we're kind of working on writing a new record, you know, and so that entails a lot of, you know, writing, producing, rewriting, you know, practicing.
So a lot of work goes into it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Nice, nice. All right, so tell me, like, where your artwork for the CDs in general, where's that come from? Where's the inspiration come from?
The artwork, like the pictures and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, the last record we went with some paintings that a friend of mine did. Striker Green is a phenomenal artist, and I mean, everything on that CD he did. The next album, we don't know. You know, we could wind up going with photography or something. Just depends on the mood of the album and
nice. How
well it fits.
So I've heard, like, one of your singles that you're planning on doing a music video for. Can you explain a little bit about that single and what made you, like, inspired you to do the music video for it?
I guess, I mean, that's a very work in progress thing, and you know, that's a big if we do that music video, but the music video would be the whole concept of that record, because the record is a concept record, you know.
So explain that
story.
To me. The whole record is a story. Each song follows a trend, or what?
Right. Yeah. Each song flows into the next one, and it's about a soldier that goes off to war and leaves his girlfriend behind, and then he gets off there and he gets a letter from her later. And so he's dealing with this whole war, and he gets a letter from her saying that you have a son, and I want you to sign your fatherhood rights away, and someone else is going to be the father. And so he's dealing with that, and
sounds
he's
deep.
Writing a letter to his son. Yeah.
Nice. So tell me, like, where, like, an inspirational, like a CD like that that follows a trend about a soldier coming home and whatnot. Where did you get the inspiration to write that?
Well, I mean, I guess we grew up with a war going on, you know, so, I mean, I watch a lot of war movies. A big fan of Saving Private Ryan, you know, Mel Gibson, Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah. Mel Gibson was in Saving Private Ryan?
No, he wasn't.
Okay, I was just making sure. All right. What about you, Larry? I mean, when did you learn how to play the guitar?
Probably when I was about 15 or 16. Asked for a guitar for Christmas one year.
Did you teach yourself, or did you take lessons?
Yeah, taught myself.
What about you, Don?
Oh, I got a guitar for Christmas as well from my uncle, and I didn't touch it for like 10 years, and then I picked it up in like freshman year in high school and figured out how to play.
And who's your uncle exactly?
Max Stalling.
Max Stalling. Is he does country music and stuff around as well. So is he kind of your inspiration to what made you want to get into music? Or
yeah,
what?
he is.
So what would you say to people that don't necessarily like your music?
I'd say they got the right to. You know, you don't have to like every kind of music, and if they want to say something about it, then that's good with me.
Well, if you're just joining me, we're on the set of Local Exposure. I'm your host, Brandon Martin. Today in the studio, we're interviewing the band Neverblu with the lead vocalist and guitarist, Don Stalling, and the lead guitarist, Larry Troll. So again, nice to have you with me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, you look like you just might have woken up from a hard night of rocking. Perhaps.
Something like that.
Perhaps. All right, so be honest with me a little bit. You know, where do you see this band going, or what would you like to do with this band?
Well, I'd like to do this band for the rest of our lives. You know, just make a living off of it, not have to do other things that we don't want to do. You know, it's like, I think that going to the same job every day, you know, that would be miserable, and in the music business, every day is different, you know, so, you know, it's just a lot of fun, and we get to express ourselves and hang out with our friends, and, you know, you can have 6 beers before you go to work.
Of course, if you're of age, right?
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. No, of course.
We don't condone underage.
All right. So, you know, who inspires you? Like, what other bands inspire you to write music?
Well, for me, the Beatles, they're a big inspiration. A lot of heavier stuff, too.
Like who?
Like, As I Lay Dying's been a big inspiration. Poison the Well. A lot of heavier bands like that.
What about you, Don?
Probably more indie, alternative type
Like
stuff.
you said earlier, like Brand New and whatnot.
Brand New, yeah. Thrice, you know.
And what is it that you look for in these bands that like really, like for me, I love the way people write music. So for me, like that's a big inspiration. Not necessarily inspiration, but a reason why I like the band. Is that something that you look for as well? Or is someone that just comes out and writes a blatant love song?
No. Well, I mean, you know, there's plenty of blatant love songs around. You know, you can find that anywhere that you look. Everyone's got a love song that they've written at some point. These songs that I find connect to me from, you know, from a different place, you know, that maybe not everyone, it's not always something that everyone wants to hear, you know, but then it grows on you, and it's something that actually maybe hits you in a deeper spot than you thought.
So what makes Neverblu different than other rock groups that are, I guess, pushing where you are in the business right now? What makes you different than them?
I think that we come from those deeper places. You know, we try and really say what we mean. You know, we're honest. That's one of the biggest things that you know we look for when we're writing, is how honest we're trying to be.
And like for me, that's like heard your record before. I think, like you said earlier, the writing in it really speaks for itself. It's not a blatant love song. I mean, there's heartache in there too. So hopefully that makes you a little bit different than some of these other bands that are coming out.
I like to think so.
All right. So like at this moment, we're going to take off from segment 1. Of course, this is Local Exposure, and we'll be back with segment 2 here in just a few minutes.